afternoon. It is 2:15. It is Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday the 10th of June. Um, Welcome once again to the Think Strong, Be Strong channel. Thank you guys for showing up. I want to say a huge thank you to the new subscribers and the likes that I got the other day on Monday. Appreciate it. I'm going to try and stay consistent and doing this every Monday and Wednesday. So I appreciate you. As you can tell, it's an old school R&B day with the R&B in the background, but let me not get too distracted. As I say, if you enjoy this video, please click the like button, click the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell so you know when a new one is getting posted, and obviously tell all your friends about it. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Welcome back, guys. Thank you once again for turning up. I do appreciate it. Now, I don't know if you noticed the thumbnail that I've got on today's video. It seems a little extreme and a little in your face, but I thought the best way to get the attention on this particular video is to make sure the thumbnail was boom in your face, and I liked messing around and creating this one. It was pretty cool actually. So anyway, the title of this is Demons and Angels Within, and it's basically your demons and angels, your inner demons that you struggle to subdue and keep in or battle, and your angelic like nature, the light that's in you that some of us are nervous to bring to light. Okay, and I'm going to try and break it down into two sections. I'm going to try not to talk too long. Now, let's start with your inner demons. A lot of us struggle with our inner demons. I have struggled with inner demons, so I always like to come with you or come alongside with you on this journey and share bits of me in it, so it's just not me talking at you. We all have inner demons that we say we're battling, but what we're really doing is suppressing it and trying to keep it locked in this cupboard at the back of our minds, or at the bottom of our stomach, or at the basement side of our heart, and we try and keep these demons in, especially when we're meeting somebody brand new, or if we're walking into a new situation, or walking into a new opportunity, or walking into a new job. We try to keep those demons away, and we do so much work on trying to not trigger these demons, or not allow these inner demons to be triggered while on this new journey or new path, or in this new relationship or whatever. And I've had the same things. Some of my inner demons in the past have been addiction to pornography. I've cheated in the past. I've lied. Lying was a thing back in the day. It was a demon that I used to struggle with dealing with. What else? Self-doubt, believing that it's another demon. Do you know what I mean? And then self-sabotaging on everything, just because I felt like I wasn't good enough. Just like anytime I made a mistake, I'd feel like, oh shit, I'm just gonna fuck it up anyway, so I'm gonna keep fucking shit up. Do you know what I mean? Or not sure if I'm the main guy, or if I'm worth being on top. Maybe maybe because I've been rejected in a relationship, and I've just resorted back to the same thing, which is I'm just gonna be cold hard. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be that. I'm never gonna be good enough anyway. It doesn't matter. So we all have inner demons that we're battling, or what we say we're battling. And for the longest time, I thought I was battling this inner demon, but I wasn't, because anytime I felt lonely or bored, I'd resort to something, pornography. If it was because I desired or I craved attention from the opposite sex and I wasn't getting the attention I wanted, I'd resort to that. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe lying because I'm trying to impress people or impress somebody. These were in my younger days. Or there were things, or there just so many different things that I'd resort to. And now these became my inner demons, because when I met somebody brand new, I'd try and pretend like that side of me didn't exist. And if I was talking to someone and I wasn't getting the attention I wanted, that inner demon would start scratching at the door. The trigger was I wasn't getting the attention. That trigger would then really start to, it would like kick the latch off the door that I've used to hold that demon in at bay with. And then the demon will start trying to crawl through. And you find that when you say you're dealing with your inner demons, some of us are just buried it deep down inside, and then there'll be another demon that has come to the surface or that's being created, and you bury that in, and then another demon comes and you bury that in, and then the thing, what we don't realize is what we're doing is when we bury all these inner demons in this place in the back of our mind or at the bottom of our heart or wherever it is, you start to create a hydra like demon, because this demon will now have one body but multiple heads. So you find out when it does break out, and the demons do break out, when they do break out, they start attacking you from all angles because they have multiple heads. And as you try and take out one head, there's still a few other heads. And depending on how many inner demons you've been locking away, saying that you're working on them, there's a whole lot of heads that are just coming at you. It's going to be exasperating, it's going to be exhausting. So what did I do to do with my inner demons? What can I advise you to do with your inner demons? I spoke out about my demons. That's why I can say it now. Once upon a time I wouldn't have been able to talk like that or have the courage. But I spoke about my inner demons. I went to counseling. I confided in a very close friend who I know would not judge me on my past, would not use my past negative things to form an opinion of who I have become now. Your demons, believe it or not, the way you battle your demons also add to your character now. Do you understand? It doesn't tarnish your character, but it adds to your character. Because as you know, you have to overcome obstacles in life in order to thicken you, make you stronger, make you wiser, make you who you are at this point in your life. So I spoke out about my inner demons. And the thing is, when you start speaking out about your inner demons, then you no longer have to subdue them, and now you're battling your inner demons. And it's always nerve-wracking the first time you speak about it, because you're not sure how it's going to be received. You're not sure, you're looking for the facial expression, you're looking for that body language change. You just don't know what's going to happen. But the thing is, the moment you start to talk about your inner demons, it's like you've thrown the first punch, or it's like you've taken the first hit and you're still standing. You wobbled a bit, but you're not knocked down. So that means now you can take whatever comes at you. So talking about it is how you battle it. And the more you talk about it, the more that the person you talk to can offer an outside perspective on what can be done to deal with these demons, Because sometimes we're in the shit. And when you're in the shit, you can't always see a way through or a way out. So you need somebody who's watching from outside, almost like a guide. Do you remember that game, that TV show Nightmare back in the day, where you're wearing a helmet and it's dark and you can't see anything, and you have to rely on your teammates to guide you through this virtual reality game show to get to the end? That's like how it can be with your inner demons. You're in the dark. You're trying to fight, but you can't see where you're going because it's dark. But if you confide in someone that you trust, or you seek counseling, or whatever it is to talk about what's going on, what you're doing is you're giving the other person the opportunity to help guide you where you can go. And it's to help guide you. It's not to tell you what to do, but to help guide you where, to the way out, or the way to combat these things, And that's what I did. I had the dark helmet on, and I thought every now and then I could see, but let's face it, with the dark helmet on, if you look down, you can see the light and you might see your toes, but you can't see what's right in front of you. You're still in the dark. So, I got some guidance, I got some help, and I trusted myself and I trusted the people around me. And, I dealt with my inner demons. Now, sometimes it may come and go, that's life. But, the more it comes and goes, the more you can talk about it, the more you can, take the advice you've been given, and, and then, get through it. You get through it. And that's how you beat your inner demons, That's how you battle your inner demons. You don't keep them locked up in the cupboard. you're just going to create a hydra of inner demons, and it will exhaust you and exasperate you, and you'll just forever be fighting a losing battle. There should be balance. The scales should be even. Sometimes you have dark days, sometimes you have light days, but don't always have dark days. And don't be afraid, especially when you're meeting somebody brand new. I think meeting somebody brand new in your life on a romantic level or on a friendship level really does trigger your inner demons to play tricks on your mind. Because if you like him or you like her so much, or you like these guys so much, you kind of don't want them to see anything that's bad that's happened to you, or anything inside you that you've done, or you don't want anybody to hear about past choices you made that wasn't desirable. So your inner demons, then they live off fear. It's a place of fear. They live off that fear, and they will pull on you, and it will be like a feeling in your stomach, and it just makes you feel like, oh God, you feel you're not always all the way in. You kind of like half in and half out, just because you don't want them to know, or you don't want your inner demons to trick you to letting it slip out, and you don't want to see that look on their face like, whoa, they didn't expect you to be like that, or whoa, I heard a rumor that you were this, or whoa, you don't want that. But the thing is, when you start to deal with your inner demons, when somebody says to you, I heard this, you could be like, yeah, that happened. That was a part of my life that, happened some time ago. But, I've dealt with that now, and, or I'm talking about it with somebody, so I'm okay with that. That's where you want to be. That's how you deal with your inner demons. Now let's shift over to the light, the angelic side of you. A lot of us as well, on the flip side, we are nervous to let the light we have inside shine through. Yeah, so with your light side, you might be nervous in terms of bringing it out. Maybe because people might think you're being vain. Maybe because people think you're showing off. Maybe because you have allowed that light in you to shine once or twice before, and it was received with a less desirable response. You felt like you got played. You felt like it was taken for weakness. You just felt like abused, and you just now you're apprehensive. You're not fearful, but you're cautious. You're apprehensive of who you let your light shine to, or who sees it, or how bold you choose to feel next time to let the light shine. The thing is, we were all meant to shine on this earth, believe it or not. Like, we all have that angelic side, and we all have that purity, that goodness in us that was meant to shine. And we shouldn't be battling, holding it in. Do you know what I mean? We shouldn't be battling, forcing it to get out. We shouldn't be scared or nervous to get out. Especially in this day and age right now, positivity is what we want and need to let it shine. That's what we want. Again, I've had experience in this where I have been too nervous to show what I'm really capable of. I've been nervous to really, really be all I am, without being called smothering or intense or too whatever, opinionated, or too passionate or too intense, or oh, you're just showing off now, or or people saying, oh, we don't always have to see that, or whatever, and yeah, it's put me off. It's put me off so much in the past to the point where I'm just shy, or I'm just reserved. I'll start something, but I'll be scared to share it, or I'll do something, but I'll be in the background. Like, I remember when I was dancing, I always wanted to be the background dancer. I'll swap my trainers or wear a mask because I didn't want people to see how good I was at something. That's letting the light within me shine. That's what that is. But I was worried about the criticism, or the jesting, or the bantering that will come my way, because they're not used to seeing me shine like that. Or the best one is comparing yourself with other people who shine bright already, and wondering if you can shine as bright as them, or if people will notice your glow versus the glow of people who have really been shining for a while. And this is normal. This is all normal stuff that you're gonna feel and experience. But the thing is, what you want to do is still shine bright. Because here's the thing. The reason why you look up in the sky and stars look so beautiful is because there are loads of stars shining together. You know, there isn't one star outshining the other star. You know, all stars shine bright together, and when they all shine bright together, they light up the sky. You know, you can't rely on one, two, three, or 10 stars to brighten up the sky. So all the stars gonna shine together, and they don't look at each other and think, "Yo, man, you shine brighter than me. You shine brighter than me." Are they looking at me? Are they looking at you? Or they always look at you. You don't hear that. All you know is that, oh my God, the sky looks so pretty because look how the stars look at night. You understand? So that's how you want to make your light shine. Just shine bright. You know, if you got a skill, you got love, you got a habit that you do that puts a smile on people's faces, let that shine through. That's one of those angelic tendencies or natures that you have inside yourself. You know, it's not a fear. You shouldn't allow fear to corrupt your brightness and then turn it into darkness. You know, whatever you do that puts a smile on people's faces, do it. I got my boy in London, one of my boys in London. You know, he sends messages every now and then, and if he sees that I'm in a place that is not like I am, he will go out of his way to try and cheer me up and motivate me. You know, that's his light shining through. You know, I have my best friend as well, who's a female. She will make it a point to check in and be like, "Yo, let's go for a drive." That's her inner light shining through. She's doing good within herself and bringing it out. And I'm the same. You know, if I see somebody, I can't see somebody at a disadvantage and walk past, and you know, when I know I can help or try and help, that's letting the light shine through. You know, once upon a time I used to be nervous, and I used to be apprehensive about doing it in case people laughed at me or said I wasn't doing it the way everybody else does it, or saying I was begging friend, or I was showing off, or I was trying to get attention, whatever. You know, that's them trying to dampen out my light because they're nervous or they haven't been able to take the steps to let their light shine through. And you know, people fear what they don't understand, and they just seek to shut it down rather than lift it up sometimes. You know, but we were born to shine through. We were born with an angelic nature to do good, to spread love, to be obedient to our gifts and our our what can we call it? Our uniqueness, I guess, to light up the sky and make it shine bright. You know, and we do that by letting this angelic nature tendency that we have inside us to shoot forward. Do you feel where I'm coming from? So I guess the whole point of this conversation, or the whole point, I guess, in life is to balance between your demons and your angels within. You know, don't fight both of them. Don't fight to keep both locked away. Let the light and your angelic nature shine through and reach out and touch somebody else and inspire them to bring out their positive nature. With your demons, don't lock them away and say you're battling them. Talk about them, bring them out. Here's the beautiful thing about it. Sometimes you don't know that by dealing with your inner demons and showing that you've made peace with your inner demons and you've spoken about it and you've battled it and you're getting through with it. Okay, it then becomes a light. It like converts itself from the darkness to the light, and then it shines through and it touches somebody else who was dealing with the same inner demon that you were dealing with, and it shows them that, yo, look at him or her, they look so well put together. Who would have known that they used to deal with sex addiction? Who would have known they had an addiction to drugs? Who would have known they had an addiction to this? Who would have known that their inner demon was some form of abuse, being a victim of abuse or being the abuser? Who would have thought that these were the inner demons they were dealing with? But they've spoken about it, they've stepped forward in it, and then they've dealt with it or they're dealing with it, and now they can talk about it to influence me to go out and do the same thing. You know, to go resolve my demons or talk about my demons the same way. You know, so your inner demon, your darkness that you're battling, once you start talking about it, you convert it to light. It becomes the light that touches somebody else. You know, it goes from being the demon to light, which is you bringing out your angelic nature, the light within you, of bringing it out and shining it onto somebody who is in the same place you were, and now you've inspired them to move out of it. Does that make sense? Well, guys, anyway, once again, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's conversation. If you did, please put a comment in the box below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Like I always say, think strong, be strong. Impossible is nothing. Okay, live your life one step, one rep at a time. And always be happy, guys. Peace.